Hello, my name is Matthew Miller, and I am a student studying recording arts at Full Sail University. I plan to be a sound designer and/or a mix recordist in the future for film and gaming companies. Visual art, has taught me that I can use simple and complex patterns in music while composing, mixing, and/or recording to add a temperature or tones that give the listener or listeners different and many vibes or emotions. Paintings, pottery, and even some sculptures use colors and patterns with pertaining to brushstrokes and chiseling techniques to create those temperatures as well as give the same effect, but only visually, whereas I give the effect audibly. For my art history assignment, I had to reach out to the industry and locate a professional who is currently or has worked in the entertainment industry. I first contacted my one friend, Christian, who is currently a storyboard artist for Pixar. He has worked on many films including the Toy Story series, the Cars series, the Monsters Inc., and many more. I contacted him weeks prior of the due date of the assignment. However, something serious pertaining to his work popped up. He was not able to be a part of my visual arts assignment, which is unfortunate. However, I thank him nonetheless. Instead, my friend John Miller, who is a current full-time student, Full Sail student, enrolled in the Recording Arts Bachelor's Degree program and also runs sound, including front of house and monitors, for a local church in Orlando called H2O, is the person who I conducted my interview on for this project. As part of the assignment, we had to ask six questions related to the topic of visual art. We completed this part of the process via email, and I have recorded his responses. The first question I asked was, what do you see as the role of visual arts in our mass-mediated world, and particularly in your profession? John answered with the following statement. He said, I feel as though visual arts are still widely needed and expected in our society. There is just something about simply feasting your eyes on a piece of art or even an advertisement and being moved or instantly knowing that it is meant. What is meant. I apologize. I feel as though its role is to serve as a language-less way of communicating to society. The next question I asked John was, with our new communications and media technologies, imagery is almost instantly available. Do you believe that this is having a positive or negative influence on the industry? Can you also provide an example? He said, I believe that this has both advantages as well as disadvantages in society and in our industry. People can simply copy and paste an image and it's theirs. While this is amazing for someone trying to get their work out there for viewing, it could prove tragic for someone who has no control over their renowned work. The third question of the interview asks, what popular images do you see that are frequently rechanneled throughout the entertainment industry? John stated, I often see logos, iconic people's faces, as well as popular subjects in society being broadcasted in many different ways across the industry. Items like the president, as well as things so simple as sports cars or the Nike logo. All sorts of things become altered and distributed these days. I agree with him in how advertising logos or of specific companies plays a very huge role in today's society. Every company is basically marketing and distributing their imagery and logos out to the public to hopefully draw more people into their business. The next question I asked him was, are there particular images that this industry has popularized and or created? John replied by saying, I feel as though the media has definitely popularized many things in society that I would not particularly consider good. Things like marijuana, being rude or adulterous, as well as being intoxicated or being okay with it. It seems like these things are very evident in advertisement and popular media. The fifth question I asked John was, who is one of your favorite visual artists? And, or, what is your favorite style of visual art? He stated that he really enjoyed the work of Bill Whirl. He paints a lot of outdoorsy scenes as well as a lot of focus on wildlife. I really enjoyed his work. I would recommend him to anyone interested. It is very interesting to see how many artists out there in the world and to also see their influences on other people. It is really cool to see all of those what all of those artists have in common, what makes them different, and also what makes them unique and more popular than others. The sixth and final question I asked John was, how has your knowledge of famous artwork influenced your creative process? John answered the last question with, I feel as though my knowledge in these works has made me more open-minded to all the visual things around me, all seconds of the day. It's easy to ignore and to not notice those things. The moment you start taking the time to just look around, you'd be surprised the thoughts that just come rushing in. Visual art has introduced me to new ways I can continue to create, yet make a bigger outcome on the life or lives of random individuals. Thank you.